Woo! Oh my goodness, I'm still getting my voice back. Oh my god. Yeah, I am streaming from my hotel room. Uh this is going to be a pretty short stream because I'm really hungry and I'm going to go out to dinner in just a little bit. But yeah, I thought cuz and I'm really I'm really tired. So like I have I I I have a little time to kill, and it's too early to go to sleep. And if I'm afraid I'll fall asleep and then I'll wake up really hungry. So yeah, fuck all that. So I figured I'd hang out with you guys for an hour ish, maybe even I don't know, fucking 10 minutes. I don't know. Because I'm not really gonna get into anything like watch the live that I just posted. I was just live with Turtle Boy, and he he's giving me a ride back, and he he uh, uh, he was like, "Yeah, I'm going on with Howie Carr in like a minute." Yeah, they're about to call me right now. Um, and I was like, uh, and I was just like, oh man, I got the idea. I was like, like I actually have kind of a tradition of streaming you on Howie Carr. So do you care if I just do that? Like, he's like, actually, that sounds like a pretty cool idea. He's like, but you can't talk, like, like I'm gonna sit there and fucking try to pause him and be like, hey, but hey, no, bro, no, I know he didn't. He just wanted to make sure that I was quiet so that But yeah, I was like, yeah, don't worry, yeah, very different circumstances. Um, very different circumstances. So it was really cool. And it was very cool of him to let me do that. And because that was actually one of the best, if not the best, Turtle Boy Howie Carr interviews that I ever heard. That was, I mean, that was up there, man. I was cracking up through that whole thing, dude. The Duckies thing is insane. It's out of control. Okay, Sergeant Yuri Buchanan is charging people with witness intimidation and littering for putting rubber duckies, on people's. Okay. Now, this is the kind of thing that I really want to get into. I'm not going to be able to do that right now. I'm just here checking in with you guys, and just going to shoot the shit a little bit. Because that was yeah. There's a lot going on. Like, I really kind of unplugged from the YouTube and Karen Reed and Turtle Boy stuff for the most part while I was in Chicago, and I had a really good time, and I was really happy there, and having, and I just kind of just got caught up in that. And but I was live a lot on Instagram. And thank you guys for following on Instagram and checking it out and hanging out with me, and watching my drunk ass for almost a week. But yeah, I mean, I was on vacation, man. It was fun. And yeah, and then tomorrow I'm going back to my very simple life of live streaming, going to the gym, eating weed gummies, and hanging out with Clover. and and I'm actually really looking forward to it. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I miss this. This puts me out of my element a little bit. If you guys know anything about like ADHD and shit, this I don't feel like overwhelmed and like I'm going crazy or nothing like that. But I'm definitely going to be more comfortable going back to my routine. Uh, so I'm very much looking forward to that. But it is bittersweet um, here because I have to leave because I do really like it here, man. I like all the people, and they have been so great. I only got to hang out with them for a little while, and just it was just so wonderful. Like, and to see Karen Reed get the kind of support that she does in person is awesome as well. But this is the first time I got to see Turtle Boy experience that, or experience the support that Turtle Boy gets too, which is this, almost the same as Karen Reed. Might as well. I mean, I think he said that that was the most people that had been out there in support of him yet. And I didn't know, like someone reminded me that there was a Turtle Boy hearing, and I was like, you know what? Can I do that? Should Why the fuck not? I'm gonna do that because the truth is, guys, um, you guys have been so good to me and so supportive, and I'm always like just always waiting for it to just not be a thing anymore because it seems too good to be true to have a community like this. Yeah, it's wild. So I was like, yeah, there's yeah, uh it's if it's a matter of money, you guys have helped me with that so much. The very least I could do is just come and hang out with you guys just for a little while, even. So uh, you know, yeah, and I really want to do this more often. I really want to come out here more often, um, to more of these hearings. And I am actually, yeah, I feel like you guys are just uh to be part of something like this is the most rewarding thing that I've ever experienced in my life. Most definitely. That's not uh, an exaggeration. I've never been a part of something so important. I've never been appreciated by so many people. And it's a lot to process sometimes, like tonight or today, it was like I knew what to expect, but at the same time, it was just like, this is kind of crazy, it's a little crazy. So yeah, this movement and this and just everyone is on the side of truth and justice. That's all this is. Um, you know, I one day I went live and decided, okay, let's see what the fuss is about. And you guys were there in the chat, watching my wheels turn and watching things unravel in my mind about the stuff I'm reading and I'm and watching, and I'm going, wait a minute, what? And then seeing, people like Scott McGinnis in the chat being like, yes, Will, yes, now you're getting it. Yeah. And then, so literally like 95% of everything I've learned about this case, I learned while interacting with you. And it's a really cool experience. It's a hell of an experience, man. Something that I am deathly afraid of squandering right now, so yeah, it meant the absolute world to me to make this very unexpected, very spontaneous detour from Chicago to home instead of going Chicago to Boston instead of going to from Chicago to home. So it was yeah, and it's been fantastic. It's been really great. and it's all because you guys are you. That's it. It's all because you guys are you. Seriously. So I'm just so grateful for you guys. Um, and I don't think I can. No, we don't have time for that. Maybe we do. But actually, yeah, that's something we should do right now. Yeah, and I'm not going to be live that long because I smoke more cigarettes when I'm live, and I can't smoke in this room. So, yeah, you can tell my voice is hoarse. Yeah, I got over a pretty bad cold. I don't feel sick anymore, but I am really tired. But I don't feel sick anymore. And yeah, and yeah, sitting in that courtroom, sitting in that courtroom, um, was it was a different vibe than the Karen Reed case. It was totally a different vibe. Um, because what's crazy is even though the circumstances, like nobody actually died, but uh the the details of this case are just as crazy, uh which is wild. Like the Karen Reed case is the craziest murder case I have ever seen, and Turtle Boy's fake victim case is the craziest fucking and witness intimidation. I've just never seen anything like that. And just to watch these people use our justice system to just keep this going, to stall, to try to shut him up, and then stall, because now what's happening is the pendulum is swinging back. It's coming back, and it's now they're playing defense. Like they took this dude's fucking phone, man, and his phone contains evidence. Um, the phone contains evidence that would exonerate and prove that there was a conspiracy. Uh, it has this. It proves it. And it's gonna be wild, dude. Because just think about that. I was talking about that before I ended the live with Aiden, and I I was talking about how this case, it's really funny because now they're going to be able to prove, like, there's data that proves that this man was deliberately, and it was an orchestrated railroad job. It's clear. It's not even a question. Like there's just clear evidence of it, and they're trying to, you know, uh, now they're trying to stall. Like they shouldn't have took it in the first place, and now they're trying to stall with it. And they're trying to play keep away with it, which is really weird. And so Bradel and Betterow filed a motion to disqualify Mello. And I don't know. They have two hearings coming up. One, I think, in October, and another one in January, I think. Could have been the first one that they said. I don't know. I don't remember. I'll know later. It's not that important right now. But the yeah, the evidence that it seems like they might have is going to prove a conspiracy uh, involving cops, lawyers, or I should say cops and prosecutors, and then so and then what then? What are people going to say then? Are people going to call us crazy conspiracy theorists once this is proven? Because think about what that's going to do for Karen Reed. Because Turtle Boy is responsible for uncovering so much in this case, and things are being, and he's being dismissed on the news as a controversial blogger, but never getting credit for actually discovering exculpatory evidence. And through his own investigations. I mean, so what? How's this going to change things? Because once they see that there's a clear conspiracy to railroad him, what's the motive for doing it? Well, the motive for doing it is because they don't like what he's saying about the Karen Reed case. And guess what? So here we are. It's a conspiracy to shut up a journalist, an independent journalist. Let's break this down. A conspiracy to shut up an independent journalist who they're trying to shut up because he is proving that there is a conspiracy. He is writing that there is a conspiracy in the Karen Reed case. So what do you think that's going to do to the court of public opinion when it comes to the Karen Reed case? Think about that. Think about that. So not only is he going to be vindicated legally, he's going to be vindicated professionally through this. Again, people, we talked about the Streisand effect, right? So think about that shit right now. Just think about that shit. This is the craziest shit I've ever seen. And none of this shit is even Enrique. None of this shit is Sandra. None of this shit. None of this shit. This is, you don't even factor those things in yet, but they are connected. So now I don't know so much about the Enrique Garcia Delgado thing, man. I still don't know enough. Okay. I don't know enough. Right now we're fighting for justice for Sandra Birchmore. Okay. Now, I just don't know if justice is the word for Enrique. I don't know yet, only because I don't know enough. But I want answers for Enrique, answers for Enrique's family. Absolutely. Oh, look who's here. Right on. Court TV. Good to see you. So I don't think that's Vinny. He's probably pretty mad at me anyway, but dude, too bad. So I am just absolutely and totally blown away by the support that Turtle Boy was getting today. Blown away. It was just so cool. Oh, okay. It was so cool. All I know is that we're not blind here and we're not crazy. Maybe a little crazy, but not when it comes to this. Not when it comes to this. Court TV, I'm glad you're in here. I hope that you guys start reporting this properly. Like, you've had this information for a long time. I'm really glad that I get to speak to you directly because you're in my chat. And I'm glad you're listening. So I'm having a real issue with mainstream media and the way that they've been reporting the Karen Reed case, because there's a lot of things that are being left out of the story. There's a lot of things that aren't being talked about. that could be talked about and that would really help. Because if Karen Reed is factually innocent, which everyone in this chat believes that she is, and I'm thinking and suspect that you think so by now too. So it's so important that people know that she's innocent, or at least get all the facts and make up their own mind. And if people can help her, let them know what's going on so they have an opportunity to help her. This is an innocent woman being railroaded by the United States justice system. This is not okay. And you guys are Court TV. You're supposed to represent this shit. you know, you're supposed to, like, this should be your shtick. I mean, the true crime shit has become nothing but, look at the Sebastian Rogers case. I won't even fucking talk about it because it's disgusting what's going on. Dude, you've got Dog the Bounty Hunter, Bullhorn Betty. Dog the Bounty Hunter plus Bullhorn Betty equals fucking circus. And I mean, man, I would, oh God, not that, I mean, I'm just one guy, but if every customer counts, man, fuck. Like I would praise you guys on a constant basis. I would praise you guys for telling the truth and sharing all of the information. I want to be able to count on the news. Not a guy who I had to vet because his name is Turtle Boy. You know what I mean? I want to be able to count on a major television network, a major television channel. Like, it should not be that difficult. Like, why can't you guys do that? It's so weird to me. That's so weird to me. And it's wild because it's the craziest fucking case ever. Like, it's the craziest case ever. So, thanks for dropping in the chat, and I was glad that you guys let me address you guys. Thanks, Court TV. Man, that is cool, man. That is cool. I'll lighten up on you guys. Just for that. I'll lighten up. Because that's, I appreciate that gesture. It means a lot. Piney Woods Lawn Crime. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Piney Woods is awesome, dude. I miss taking calls. I'm just not going to do that right now. I'll do that when I get back. I promise you guys. But I love when Piney Woods calls because she's a very Court TV. You should think about getting Piney Woods Law and Crime on your channel. People will love her because she's a retired attorney and she's just awesome. People will love her. But yeah. Maybe not. Yeah, it's just my issue, man, is the drama. Like the true crime has become a genre, and people are becoming concerned with the drama in it more than the good of the victim. Because nobody here, at least I'm not speaking for anyone else, but no, I'm not. I don't have a problem with the O'Keefe family whatsoever. I have I take issue with some things. Actually, that's not true. Sorry. I do. I take issue with some things, most definitely. But people think that we don't want justice for John O'Keefe. That's simply not true. we're the only ones actually fighting for justice for John O'Keefe. We're the only ones actually speaking up and doing anything that really, and that's a fact, because we're getting to the truth. We're getting to the truth. And the more the truth reveals itself, the more the less you can deny that we are the people that are actually fighting for justice for John O'Keefe. Karen Reed is the only one really fighting for him, because she could just say there's insufficient evidence. There's doubt. Her attorneys could have just went that route, right? Right? Jackson, Yannetti, Lil, they could have just went that route. They could have just said, you know what? Drops of blood in a fucking Solo cup. Come on, this, that. They did that, but they went the extra mile with the third-party culprit. And you don't do that if you're just trying to save your ass, because you don't need to do that to save your ass. You have plenty of shit that is going to exonerate Karen Reed. But the third-party culprit defense tells me that Karen Reed loved John, regardless of the problems that aren't any of our business. Karen Reed loved John, and she's the only one actually doing the true fighting for him. And we're all just here backing her up. We're all just here supporting her. Yeah, where's the 3 liters of blood? How do you lose 3 liters of blood? I mean, like, yeah, Dracula just snuck into the police station and took it. Like, get real, man. There's, yeah, I know, Cherry, I know. Cherry's in a pissy mood. I'm the one that should be in a pissy mood. It's all rainy, gross. Wasn't even thinking about it though. I had the best time interacting with everybody here. Everybody here is just so cool, man. Seriously, so nice. Knock on wood, I have yet to have a negative interaction with a Bostonian. Actually, that's not true. Let me tell you guys about one of my Lyft drivers. This guy was fun. So this guy is like full on Irish. This guy is like full on Irish, and he he starts making chit chat, the whole, what are you up to? What are you doing here? This and that. And I start getting into it. It was Lyft. And I start getting into it. And then I tell him about this and that. Then he starts ranting about some other conspiracy that I don't pay attention to that shit. I keep the conspiracies that I think are real are the ones that have evidence that dictate that they're there. I don't fuck with the other ones. I don't need to do that to myself. But dude went on a rant. Dude, it was like a 5-minute ride. And within a minute, this dude, within a minute, this guy starts, and he said this like 5 times in his rant, where he's like, they're trying to kill all the white Christians. They're trying to kill all the white Christians. And as soon as he said that, I went, and so I was like, all right, man. I was like, fuck, how much time is left on this ride? Get me out of this fucking car, please. I don't need to get into that stuff with anybody, man. Just fucking don't like, please, for fuck's sake, don't ever bring, like, just save yourself the time. Like, save yourself the time. If you ever call in and start with that shit, I'm just gonna be like, okay, bye. Yeah, yeah, immediately, my body felt drained. And I was already tired, but immediately my body felt drained. As soon as that guy, they're trying to kill all the white Christians, I was like, oh, fuck. Can't believe this is happening right now. That's not even the best part, though. You know how the conversation actually started? He started asking me questions, and I stopped him and I said, hey, do you need me to face you in the mirror? You know, do you need to see me in the mirror? Because it says that you're hard of hearing or deaf, you know, when it, you know, and he goes, oh, no, I just tell them that so they don't talk to me. And I'm like, okay. And I laughed, you know, okay. I kind of admired it, actually. I was like, that's slick. You know, this way I could, you know, if I'm comfortable with the person, what's the harm? I'm just like, okay, yeah, listen, man. Yeah, I just say that shit, you know. I could play that card. I just have it there so I could play that card. Right. Then the dude drops that fucking white Christian bomb on me, and I'm the one who's like, please, God, let this man stop talking and let me out of this fucking car. And it was a 5-minute ride. Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic. Fantastic shit. it, it was totally a Seinfeld episode. It was totally a Seinfeld episode, people. Yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So weird. Oh man. But actually, my Lyft driver from the airport to the hotel, that was a long ride, but he was really cool and really smart. He was a Russian immigrant, got here back in '89, and he was he was talking about everything. He knew all about the corruption in Canton, and he was like, when I said what I was doing here, you know, I didn't even finish it. I was like, oh, I'm here on I'm a streamer, and there's this guy who also does streaming, and he writes a blog. And as soon as I said that, he goes, oh, Turtle Boy. Yeah, he's like driving, oh, Turtle Boy. Yeah, Turtle Boy. And I was like, yeah, that's him. Cynthia Lynch, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Nice to see you in Boston. Thanks for having me here, man. You guys are amazing. So he knew all about it already. This guy, and he was old, you know. And he was like, yeah, it's Michael Morrissey, you know. He's very corrupt, but it doesn't stop Michael Morrissey. No, you're stupid. You think it's just Michael Morrissey. No. It was great. And then I got, you know, fucking that Irish dude, which is really weird. Yeah, very strange. Oh wait, is Betero in here? Oh, I thought somebody said he was. Dude, that dude was super cool, man. I'm trying to tell you, like, we had so much time to talk because of the traffic in this town. So yeah, he was just telling me all about like the difference between communism, you know, and capitalism, like for him, you know, his experience with it, because I was really interested in that. And I wanted to know how, you know, what his take on all that was and what his experiences were. You know, like I said, it was a long ride. I was like, tell me something. Reminds me of that scene in The Fugitive. Oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Hey man, you got me down here. Might as well talk about something. Ain't no damn cable in this damn place. Sorry, I gotta go. Yeah. So I was like, yeah, man, you might as well just tell me all about your migration here and how it's affected you. Uh and uh and it was fun to listen to. Um yeah, he was really cool, man. He was so cool. And Yeah, and he got into, luckily, now he got into some political stuff, but it was stuff I agreed with, so I didn't mind. So I was like, yeah, cool. Um so yeah, I didn't mind hearing him talk about it because I was like, yeah, man, yeah, the whole time. Um So yeah, yeah, it's been an interesting on the fly trip. Um, been a very interesting on the fly trip. Uh, no, I didn't ask him all that, Pearl, and it's good to see you. Um, I didn't ask him all that. Yeah, and if I'm being honest, like I said, it was a long ride. Just got off a plane, and y'all know me. I asked him a question. I got about the first 30 seconds of it before I zoned out. uh and then I come back and then we so I missed a good 30% of the entire conversation, just to be honest. Oh hey, all right, Tennessee watching. Yeah, 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 it's very well known that I that I struggle a lot with ADHD. um it could be kind of fun sometimes though, if I'm being totally honest. uh yeah. I don't know, love heads. Yeah, Scott McGinnis, man. It was great to see you too, buddy. Seriously, man. Like, it was so cool. Um, yeah, like all the familiar faces were there. And I met Microdots, which was really awesome. Uh, yeah. Like when you like what you imagine Microdots is like his demeanor when you see him in chat, it's kind of on point. At least for me it is. Like he's exactly the guy I picture when he's here in the chat. He just a really cool, mellow, very creative guy. Um yeah, Ernie Birdie. Let me explain something to you about meeting Bostonians. Every single introduction is awkward. It's supposed to be exactly that way. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's awkward in the most beautiful and fun and easygoing way in the world. It's like it's okay to be awkward. Yeah, so trust me, it's way awkward for me only because like um it's just, like I said, all I do is get up here and talk to you guys and share my opinions, the same way any of you guys would at a conversation with a coworker or anything like that. That's all I do. And I'm just grateful that it entertains you and you enjoy it. Seriously, I'm just grateful for it. So it's like it's weird to be, in a good way. It's very pleasant. It's amazing. But it's wild, man. Just the kind things that people say is, you know, oh yeah, Betero is the coolest dude, bro. Betero is just the super, super cool, man. Um, Imagine a rubber ducky that said Chris Albert killed a man. They would really lose their shit. Will, you look just like my ex-husband. I'm sorry. I'm guessing there's probably a I guess there's yeah. Um, Sorry, I got distracted. Um, oh yeah, I'm sorry you don't have Instagram. And it's funny, I never really use it, but I guess the reason why I don't use it so much is because there's not much in my life worth Instagramming. And you really want me to be that gym guy? I can do that, but it's like, you know, uh, but yeah, it's just yeah, that is the last thing I'm usually thinking about when I'm at the gym. Uh, I kind of do that just to like not think about anything, you know. So uh, so yeah, I just so yeah, like having you know a music festival to go to, and having family that is close to my age that I grew up with, like my own brothers. They are fantastic people. Um, like my cousin, like my little cousin, he's not so little, of course, but he's he is oh wow, Crystal Pond gifted 5 memberships. Thank you. And DW, thank you so much. Go get a bowl of chowder. The weather stinks. Will do. Um, so yeah, he does a lot of political activism um locally, and he's uh really passionate about it, and he's really intelligent, very well educated. He's and mostly self-educated, and he's uh you know and it's funny, at no point, even though my political views differ from his on a lot of things, um, at no point was anything awkward. At no point, like, at least I didn't feel awkward anyway. But at no point was anything awkward. Like it really felt like it's just I was just proud of him. I'm just proud of him for being passionate about something that he loves and cares about, and believes in, and doing so, being so proactive at it, and so effective. Um, Cocky's missing dentures. Thank you. Breakfast or lunch? Don't know. No idea. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, just reality check. Thank you so much. I'm so happy you went. You're inspiring, Will. Right on. Thank you, reality check. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, yeah. This, uh, yeah, this little kid came up to me. Couldn't have been more than 12, maybe 11. Uh, and he just kept randomly those little braces on and everything. He just kept randomly. I think I got a super chat. Super chat. I actually forgot to to play the song, but yeah, I'm really tired, guys. I'm looking forward to going home and just cuddling with Clubber for like a month. Seriously. Yeah, it was really funny. Yeah. Oh, ask Bob. Yeah, I didn't see that. I saw very little. Like I just again, I kind of unplugged from any real updates. Like I still don't know the full details of the rubber ducky stuff. Um, but I promise we're gonna get into that because that's just too funny. Um, just not today. We're not doing that today, but we yeah, I just did not. I think I mean I saw some footage without sound because I think I was in a bar, and I saw some footage without sound of Rita being escorted out or leaving angry. I think she was escorted out, but I don't know what happened. I didn't hear it, but I want to know. Yeah, like the rubber duckies thing. Again, I gotta know more about it. But I mean, do I really? Uh, because like it just seems that just seems so desperate. That's what I mean. Is like I need to know more about it, but I don't need to know more about it to form this opinion. I don't think because I mean he like they're just getting desperate. Like it's what it seems like, what it feels like is like Yuri Buchanan is like, okay, the whole fucking ship is sinking. The whole ship is sinking. So fuck it. I'm gonna take a shit on the deck. Why not? You know what I mean? I'm just gonna start breaking windows because fuck it. You know, like yeah, that's what it feels like. That's what that move feels like. Yeah, no, I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm good, Cherry. Thank you. I appreciate you looking out for me. I don't even have time to be sarcastic back at you right now. Well, not time, but I don't have the energy. Oh my god, I'm tired. Um, just worn out, man.
I think we got a super cat. Super cat. I think we got a super cat. Super cat. Super cat. Super cat. I think we got a 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 super cat.
Mark Cunningham, thank you so much, buddy. Dumb work didn't get to come in today. Have a safe trip back, sir. Thank you so much. Probably, yeah. Not really, because I'll just be like, all right. Not really. Yeah. Yeah, most of the reason I'm so tired is just because I I I got to this hotel, and of course, just the whole week I'm just my ass is kicked from you know going to a 3-day music festival at fucking 49 years old, uh I'm tired. But I got here and I don't know why. I have no idea. And I spent the whole fucking weekend on an air mattress on a hardwood floor that was like this thick. Like it took like 30 seconds to fill it up with air without a pump. It was just like, yeah. But for some reason, I slept like a baby the entire time. I slept so nice the entire time. And then uh I get here and I get into one of the most comfortable beds I've ever gotten into. And maybe it's just because it felt so good to get into a bed compared to that very thin air mattress. The contrast was so great that this feels like the greatest bed. But I couldn't really sleep consistently all night, man. I just kept waking up. Uh um yeah, I just kept waking up. It was weird. So yeah, I am complaining a lot, and I don't like to complain. Dude, 900 counts of littering and witness intimidation if you dump that shipment of duckies in front of D&E Pizza in Canton. Now, please don't go do that. Please don't do that. But the thought, the visualization of it is funny. Uh, oh man. Oh my gosh. That is so fun. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I am starving. I am so hungry. You guys are amazing. Um Man, this is cool. Yeah, the best lives are always like the most short notice ones. Um I've noticed cuz I was like I'm going to take a nap and then I was like, "Oh man, no." So yeah. Uh yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm just not. I'm gonna go eat and then I'm gonna come back here and go to sleep. That's what I'm doing. Just excited about it. But anyways, guys, I am gonna wrap this up. For those of you in chat who I got to see today, it was great seeing you so much. Oh my god, I love you guys so much. I saw Liz Reed in the chat earlier too. Um, and yeah, so awesome. You guys are amazing. Um, guys, and man, shout out to Court TV for stopping in and taking our feedback into consideration. And in return, I'll take it easy. In return, I'll take it easy. uh, and I'm feeling extra. I'm feeling extra happy and joyous and stuff and all that bullshit. So, anyways, guys, I love you a lot, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.